Okay, so we love our app so far. So it's much happier than when we started as far as we're concerned. So we got Terre Haute showing up here. What we'd really like to do though, if we were going on vacation, we don't just care about maybe where we're starting, although for you maybe this is a visit to vacation, I don't know. But what we want to be able to do is add markers to various locations that we see. Right? So I really want to make this so that if I long press on an area, that it's going to add a marker there. Right? So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to need to add a listener. First of all, we need to listen for long clicks on our map. Maps sort of handle their own gestures and everything and clicks and all that. So we do have some slightly different callbacks than maybe you're used to using. All right, so we will say on my map, I'm going to set on map, and you'll see that there's a click listener, there's a long click listener, marker click listener, some various things that we're going to use here. Polygon click listener, lots of good stuff. All right, but let's go ahead and create a long click listener, and let's see. So this is an on map long click listener. So we'll make a new one right there, and that has the callback here for a long click. All right, so I can detect if I've long pressed. What I really want to be able to do is let the user then, well, they've already determined where they want it to be, but what we need to do is let them say what is there, right? If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that I have a create marker method right here that, given a latitude and longitude coordinate, it's going to load up a little custom dialog with a couple of edit texts so that they can enter in the title. And then there's what they also let you do is to set a snippet, so some additional information besides the title. Might be kind of nice for going on vacation. All right, so I'm just going to call that. So create, let's see, marker. And I want to pass in this latitude and longitude where they clicked. Let's see. And like so. So good. So they do a long press. It launches this create marker. So let's see, create marker. We're going down. We're waiting for the OK button to be pressed. And when they do, I've already done the grunt work. So extracting out the title and snippet from the edit text. And we just want to make a marker there. Right. So how do we make a marker? Well, we just saw an example of it up here. All right. So it was this whole take your map and call add marker on it. So that's what we're going to do. And you can copy and paste it in. So mine right here, add marker, and you're going to pass it a new marker options, like so. And we can set things like the title, and the title is this title that I extracted, and the snippet. There we go, which is the snippet that I extracted here. And you'll notice I forgot here the position, right? So I had that on my clipboard just to verify. My position is going to be the lat longe that was passed in, obviously, right? So that's where we did the long click. Right, so let's get rid of this old one here that I pasted in. And that to do should be done. Okay, so I'll go ahead and save it off, run it. All right, so we're launched back, and so we want to add something. So what do we want to add here? So maybe we went up to Milwaukee or something. So I'm going to go ahead and click up here, and let's see. So it gives me my latitude, longitude, and then we'll say we're up in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee, of course, is famous for the Brewers, right? So we'll go ahead and click OK. And we see that our call to add marker worked at that location, and we'll just verify the title and snippet that we typed in, and they are what we added, right? So it looks great. So that's wonderful. The default behavior of clicking on a marker is to show you the title and snippet. But let's just say we wanted to do something else with it, right? We needed to some other sort of control here, right, as far as what happens. Maybe we wanted to save it off or do something like that, or mark it as somehow visited or something. So we can do that, and I'm going to go back up to my code right here, And what I want to add is a marker click listener. So now it's not just clicking anywhere on the map, it's clicking on a marker. So I'm going to set a marker on marker click listener with a new on marker click listener. And this has obviously an on marker click, right? And all that I want to do in these right here is just make some simple toasts, just to show that it's been clicked. So this is in an inner class, so I want to go to the outer class as this as the context, and I need some text. So you clicked a marker, and then we need a duration on this guy, so there's a constant for it, so we'll say, I'm just going to say short for this, and then we'll show it. All right, and I could do it in the snack bar if I wanted to. It doesn't so much matter. Let's just say that we wanted to also say something special about clicking Terre Haute. So we can do things like that, right? So if our marker dot equals Terre Haute, so the Terre Haute marker, we don't really have a marker for Terre Haute. We have a latitude longitude here. It turns out it's pretty handy. So the add marker method actually returns the marker that you added. Right? So we can just save this guy off in a little variable right here. So Terre Haute marker. And so if it equals the Terre Haute marker, then we want another toast, and I'm just going to copy this one because I want it to do something very similar here, and we'll just say you click Terre Haute. So a couple other things about this. So one, why not use double equals here? Isn't it the same marker? Good question. I had issues when doing that, so I'm not quite sure. I looked up some documentation and saw examples where they were using dot equals. So maybe there's something going on there that I'm not aware of. The second thing is that you'll notice that I'm returning false. It is often the case when we handle a click of any type in Android that we return true, right? Because just saying that we've done it, we don't need any other actions to happen. Unfortunately, if we return true here, then it won't go into the default action, which is to show the title in the snippet. So it's up to you. If you wanted to intercept it and not show it, great, return true. But in our case, I very much do want to return false because I want to see the title and snippet, right? I just want to also see this toast, right? So while this is loading, I just say, your mind hopefully is racing with things that, hey, if with these markers here, when we add them, if we could store them, you can start to think about, you could persist your markers if you wanted to. Certainly through the run of the program, you could have a list of markers. You could actually save them in a database so that they'd come back next time. All sorts of things that you could do. Again, I'm giving you some tools that you can use to that you could integrate things back in if you want to at some point in the future. All right, so running it again, we're back here. Let's go ahead and do a long press, all right, just to make another one. So this is somewhere in Iowa, and I'm not quite sure exactly where. All right, and we have this. So let's see. Let's go ahead. So if I do a click on Iowa, we get a toast that says that we clicked on Iowa. Still shows the title. If I click back here on Terre Haute, then you will see that it clicked a marker, and we get our actual statement here that we clicked Terre Haute. All right. That's it for marker listeners. See you next time when we add a way to get to our current location.